Shabbat Shalom, everyone. How are you? Do you remember who the patriarchs are? Yes, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And how many sons did Jacob have? That's right, he had 12. And they became the 12 tribes of Israel. Yes. Today we're going to look at the oldest son of Rachel. Do you remember his name? His name is Joseph. So Joseph, his father loved him so much, and he gave him a special gift. And what was it? It was a coat of many colors. That's right. That made his brothers a little bit jealous because they didn't get one. There was something else that made them a little bit jealous. It was that Joseph had a dream, and in his dream, his brothers bowed down to him. And in the next dream, his brothers and his mother and father bowed down to him. That made his brothers beyond jealous. In fact, they wanted to kill him. They didn't all want to kill him, but they were that mad. So when Joseph went out to check on them, they threw him in a pit. Reuben was going to go back to save him, but before he could get there to do it, the brothers sold Joseph. And the people that he sold them to took him all the way from up here in the promised land, all the way over to, where did they take him? What is this country? That's right, it's Egypt. Now in Egypt, Joseph was sold to Potiphar, and he did a great job in Potiphar's service. But Potiphar's wife told a lie about him, and her husband believed it. And so Joseph got thrown into prison because of it. But that was part of God's plan, because in prison, Joseph met the Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker. And one night they each had dreams, and Joseph was able to interpret those dreams for them. One of them died, but the other one, Joseph said, "Please remember me when you go see Pharaoh." Except he forgot, of course, until Pharaoh had a dream. And then the cupbearer went, "Oh, I know who can interpret that for you." And who was it? It was Joseph. So Joseph got to leave prison, and he got to go interpret the Pharaoh's dreams. So Pharaoh had a dream about 7 fat cows and 7 really skinny, starving cows. And the skinny, starving ones ate the fat ones, and they were still skinny and starving. And then he had the same dream again, but this time instead of cows, it was with grain. Now Joseph said, "God will interpret this dream. God's just using me. I'm not doing it, God's doing it." He gave God the glory, which is good. But he told Pharaoh, both of those dreams are one and the same. We're going to have 7 years of plenty, lots of food, more than we need, will grow. And then there will be 7 years of famine when there's no food, and the world will starve. And so the Pharaoh was impressed with Joseph and put him in charge, put him second in charge right under the Pharaoh, and he said, "I want you to build up the storehouses full of grain." And that's what Joseph did. He did that. He stored up the 7 years of plenty for the years of famine that were coming. And guess who came and bowed before him when they were hungry and needing grain? Everybody, including his brothers. Now Joseph recognized his brothers, but they didn't recognize him. So Joseph put them to the test. I think maybe he wanted to see if they would stand up for their brothers, the rest of their brothers, or if they would treat each other the way they had treated him. Well, in the end, we'll have to wait till next Shabbat to hear the rest of the story. Isn't that fun? This Shabbat's Torah portion ends on a cliffhanger. Shabbat Shalom.